Hello, my name is Modern and welcome back. I know I said I was going to do some Stormblood Lost Footage. The video I did didn't work out, so we're going to start in Shadowbringers today. Today's first experience I ever had in Shadowbringers. It was emotional. It was awesome. It's very fun. I love it. And I hope you enjoy watching. If you do like what you see here, please check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/FullSpotter. Links in the description, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Without further ado, happy watching. I'm so excited for this. I'm apparently about to suffer from love or people. I don't know, but I'm excited. I reglammed my character for being Supreme Edge. This is the best I could do. I'm not gonna lie, there's not many edgy looks for summoners. The best I can do is dye the horn black and put on some black clothes. But I feel like pants are more edgy than a robe, so edgy little potato. I love my little potato. I was told I had to be edgy as fuck, so I went edgy as fuck. But Tataru, it's time. Tataru is itching to share what appears to be good news. I feel like it's not gonna be good news for long. Here we go. Good news, wholesome! We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. I kinda guessed it was under the tower when it was the Cypress Trench. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and Sons not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under the rocks, peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Then we'd better go give them a hand. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on hand. I'm not talking to Rauben. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find the beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is the mysterious voice is coming from. Inside of the tower? Yes? I don't fucking know. I don't know where that dude was still. The trailer made him look like he was inside of the tower. The sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. You are correct. There's a boat in North Silvertear waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. What the fuck was that? Hold up. I'm not gonna cry. I can't cry because of some fucking music already. Jesus. I'm not gonna fucking cry because of the quest accepted sound. That was so good though. This entire everything is gonna kill me. Hey, the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. And I have a boat right here. Why can't I fly? I'm not ready for this. I cried to a fucking quest accepted sound almost. I'm not ready at all. I'm just so excited. Bree cried to a tortilla. Oh no. My hair really sticks out. It's really black. I learned something the other day. I haven't done City of Vampire hard mode.
Look how many people there are.
About 12.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business.
I'm just so excited.
He'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
I'm just so excited.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I know I said I didn't like Tataru's new outfit when she swapped into it. I miss it now a lot. It was really
I'm
cute.
not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No?
I mean, do you think fucking Biggs is gonna fit?
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I love that they're just still talking back there. I think I found it, everyone. It's this big crystal. Never mind. It's this small invisible thing I'm holding.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there?
Don't tell me what the fuck to do, Biggs.
Now that looks promising.
Benefits of
Isn't
small
that the
folks'
ironworks
hands.
symbol? Counterfeiters?
Scholars don't tell me what to do. Oh no.
Now I have you.
Fuck! Did we throw open the gate?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The
Hey, Moon.
device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Bro, why the gates?
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
I better be able to go back to fucking Limsa. The gentle harp in the background was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting less gentle.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
There's a lot happening. Bro Chiffon. Or Bro Chiffon.
Your time has not yet come.
Lesbianphilia. Who's this dark and ominous being? I might have figured it out. I haven't figured it. Yeah. Oh. You're gonna kill me. That's pretty. How is this gonna get ruined?
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Fuck, good. Render shit. Person with chocobo. I've never seen a chocobo eat before. Hello.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Night? Excuse me? It's fucking bright out. But it's bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the
Oh,
book.
fuck you.
Grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
Oh, fuck you. That was a really good joke.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, yet he'd reply.
Where am I?
Over 100 bleeding years ago.
Oh. Oh. Thanks, Furfur.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
This is. Wait. I'm still running off of assumptions here.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby.
I'm not gonna lie, I would take the drink.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
I'm sorry, this music is so fucking beautiful.
To dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Everlasting light. Wow. Mount is unavailable. Well, this is bullshit. The big fucking tower. Must run. Oh. I guess well, I still don't have answers for everything, so I'm still working on many assumptions. You're gorgeous. Hello.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
I'm not from the city, that's why.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Sounds good.
From where do you hail?
I have no fucking clue. Limsa Lamenta.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
My suspicions are slowly getting more and more correct.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
I mean...
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh! Oh no!
Everything all right, Captain?
Hey, it's you! Hey, my best friend was just murdered!
Lord, just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll
This
inform
game
the
is
others
fucking
your
hard.
guest is to be given the run of the city.
This game hurts my heart.
Pray forgive my less than cordial
Daisy?
welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
AZ? What did I just hear? Rip. One moment. I thought I heard something rip, but I guess I was not.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Where am I? Who are you? Where's my friends? Oh, that's all my questions. I have a feeling on the where. I just don't want to say it yet.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I mean, you kind of fucking gave me migraines until I answered you, so.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
You haven't answered a single one of my questions. Well, you haven't answered any of my questions. He's okay. He said one of the 13 fucking worlds. The first. Oh wait. Yep. Yeah, he did say the first.
Question with no simple answer, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
You're not wrong.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe.
Oops. God, this place is gorgeous.
Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Let's go somewhere more private. We haven't even gone through the fucking gate yet. I think we went through one gate and we're on our way to the second one. So Incinerators are...
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
How the fuck? Okay, I'm still... How the fuck could they kill someone that I just met, though? I just met that guy. He told me a good joke.
Try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
When's he gonna die now?
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
I mean, everyone dies eventually. He told me a funny joke. I didn't understand the joke, don't get me wrong. But he told me a funny one. I know my attachments are killing people. It's a struggle. Ooh, you have another good point, Helio. Oh. Thanks, Kitty. Yeah.
Such a proud and vibrant city.
How is this gonna get ruined? This reminds me a lot of the Undercity in WoW for some reason, but really bright.
Each stone was laid with hope.
And I
town
guess
itself a symbol, a monument to defiance.
I've already cried twice.
No would-be hero.
It's the 1.0 concept art city. Oh. It reminds me less of the Undercity now.
Salvation.
This is a lot to take in, my friend. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystallarium. Oh! The cat and the dog are fighting! I'm way too dark and edgy for this fucking place right now. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. Can I see my friends, please? But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystariums. I'm going to say Crystallarium a lot. I don't know why, I'm going to say it a lot. Visit a few of the Crystarium civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. They have Aetheryte. As you can see, the path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, that you should find, in theory, be able to reach all the way back to your along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. That's a good call. I'm going to forget. After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out along the left to the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find a collective of our crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Katniss. I know it's Catless. Katniss. One of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his Cabinet of Curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps, take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you have come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He's to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. I still want to know your name. Your name isn't Crystal Exarch. What's your real name? In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Bristol Brexarch. Haha, very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before too long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask you where you hail, and as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim you share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There's an unspoken rule about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. After you've finished making the rounds, pray and meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. That sound is what almost made me fucking cry the first time. It's so good. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Up and left. It makes you attune to the Aetheryte. Remember how I said I was gonna forget? I immediately forgot. I can go home now. Bun Boy? I wish there was bunny boys. I really want male Vieira to be a thing. I know they're not going to be. I know they're not. But I think bunny boys would be adorable. Even though in the lore they're very vicious beings. Hello, Catless. Anyone with ears that aren't regular ears. They're so gorgeous. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm gonna guess you're new to our fair city. Yes. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if sin eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking about it just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those more and layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor, you don't have a whiff of indolence about you like some folk I met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Limsa Lamensa. One of the Exarch countrymen, you say. I see. Well, then I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. And any friend of him is a friend of ours. She's gonna die. It really is. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic to summon the Crystal Tower into existence. Pull the entire thing out of thin air. Yeah, everyone that's nice to me ever is going to die. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. The flood of light. This entire place is beautiful. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, With the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into a thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch look exactly the same as he did back then. He's indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he's never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I think the Exarch's evil. I don't know. I don't want him to die, so I have to hate him. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafts of talent you might be hiding. If you ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Katniss. I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us get the cogs of the city greased and turning. I really wish I knew how to craft. If I don't continue the story, no one else will die, right? That's how it works. How does a game give me so many emotions? How? New to the city, friend! The spinning head and wide eyes glaive you away. Hello? Is this the first time I've met a Hrothgar? Welcome! My name is Bragi, and I'm master of these markets. They gave a district, another district the official title. Well, I'm not having of using it. Too floored by my half. In any case, our merchants stock a wide range of equipment, so we should have something in your size. Forgive me my asking, but you are a dwarf, yes? We don't get many of you lot coming down from the mountains these days. I am a dwarf, yes. Yes, I am. Aye? Something wrong? See if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one's a hume. The taller one's an elf. The sturdy individual over there is the Galdagent. Thanks for the dark book. Whilst the one with horns is a Dran. And then you have the large scaly chaps, the long tails, and an knack for raising livestock. That'd be the Zune. Thank you for telling me all of their races. I would have assumed. Which is apparently not what you call them. Do the orders have different names for the people of the world? Or did you pick up all the common tongue from some other far-flung region? Ah, same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through here in the recent years. Despite the obvious learning, they've floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. I think this is gonna be my last Aethernet crystal. Oh, wait, no, I think there's one way over there I missed. Yeah, I didn't go all the way over there to the pendants. Was that the... Oh, it's the inn. Cool. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, and you see, and well, what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even a scrap of scribbled on parchment? I have this book. I am Summoner. My apologies. Literature is somewhat of something of an obsession of mine, as well as my profession. Librarian Morin, at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception may have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manners of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for written word. Can you make me better summoning, book? As horrific as the loss of life in the land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? May have a spot of academic research. Oh ho, so you've been interested in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I had an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. Is it because I'm short you're calling me a fucking child? And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair and make yourself more comfortable? Ahem. On with the lesson then. 100 years ago, or near enough to not matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. That's awkward. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour out into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this flood, the calamity, the flood of light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. There needs to be balance, is the thing. Yet just when all seemed lost, the Savior appeared before us. An oracle of light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. This was Norvent, and Norvent alone spared the fate of the eraser. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspects to bedevil the few folk who did survive. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Nordvant's sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. Norvant? Norvrant. How do you say it? Norvrant. Novrant. No. I don't fucking know. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it. Norvrent. It's the second time that's given me some struggle here. Or it's the second word. Vrent. Vreden. Vrend. Vrend. There's too many letters in a row that don't make a sound that makes sense to me. What does D or NDT sound like? Or if you'd rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I shall be glad of the company. I learned about the flood of white. I think I could. You think the D is silent? You know, that would make this way fucking easier. Then it's just Norvrent. It's the D that's fucking me up. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues here help you form a clearer picture of the world and its people? Yes, it would seem you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. I am not gonna lie, this place is gorgeous and all. It's beautiful. It's very well put together, but it's not Kugane. As for the Crystal Tower's origins, you may have noted the details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I did not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. I leveled up! You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now is the time I've fulfilled my half of the bargain and explain what has befallen your comrades. This is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. The tower's gates lie open then? Well, yes, of course. It can be opened and closed just like any other. Does that seem strange to you? I do not know how the tower functioned in your time, but I assure you there is no danger of us being locked inside. Ah! That sound is... It gives me chills. They're multiplying. And I'm losing control. I wish Lalas looked like they walked like fucking normal people.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Yes.
To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first. And the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
What?
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
That explains many things, actually.
As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred...
Years? Holy shit!
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand...
Thancred's been here 5 years.
...is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
It's just their souls.
While you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
You see, that's the problem. I need them to return. Find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Oh.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Not a good I guess.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
God, they're both so cute.
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
I want them to be able to go home.
Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
It's fucking right you won't.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Barely. You're the reason we're all fucked here still. But I'll see that you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I just want my friends to be able to go home. Or my other friends to be able to come here. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, and I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Fine, but I'm not happy. That's exactly how I feel right now, Helio. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. I got a room at the Pendants, which is the inn. Our paths will take us there. Will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Ah!
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Yep, that's what a market does.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Good, because I don't have any other money.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Oh!
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil
Oh.
become common practice.
Cool.
From what your stola tells me,
Fancy.
a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
Well then.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
It's just a smartphone. It has a fucking camera on it.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world. Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusement.
The fuck is this Navi asshole?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting, brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
I don't know how I feel about this pixie.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah. This is the tallest pixie ever, by the way.
Just what I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. Forth I will be your isne fis, and you my snay yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
How fucking cool would it be if Summoner's got a fucking third pixie because of this?
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
I don't fucking know.
A message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
That would be that's a good call. Good call, Crystal Exarch. I really need something else to call you. I'm gonna call you Greg. Really? Really? You're gonna make me fucking pick between these two? We already have a Greg. I gotta go to Tataru.
They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken... Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Ah, there you are. It's just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of it as you see fit. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you up to your lodgings. Pray, rest, and recuperate. We shall reconvene in the ocular anon. Thank you for answering my call, Wholesome. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Oh, hey, it's Scrubs, dude. Pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home in the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Swank digs. Very swank digs. I could use some blackout curtains. That'd be nice. Hey, Dark Ominous Being, who I recognize the face of. Hey, what's up, dude?
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yeah, that's me. You gonna fight me? The warrior of darkness. You can tell from the bloody axe.
Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah, can people not normally hear you? Great. I see dead people now. Fuck.
That was what I called myself in your world. The warrior of darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert.
It's an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
That's a stupid name. I have a ghost boyfriend, though, yes.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
I'm not gonna lie, I just remembered you were the warrior of darkness.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
How did they get to the source in the first place?
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
That's depressing.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
It's been 100 years.
A 100 years. 100 long years.
I like how he's glowing. It really shows off that he's a ghost.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
I have 2 ears, thank you very much, and I heard all of them. I hear everything you're saying.
Shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
Give me your ghost powers, please. Ooh, what if I can... Okay, hear me out here.
As if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges.
This is really depressing, but like, I'm a summoner. What if I just use my summoner powers and give you a summoned body? Right?
Then bang. My senses were sharp.
Ardbert Eggy.
I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the first.
I know that like the world, it's like death light outside, but it is beautiful.
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
What if our Ardbert Eggy is a Lalafell version of him?
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this god's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
I would love to see an Eggy that's like more human-like.
I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
I'll be waiting till you give me your power.
Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Oh, that's not ominous at all. I like him. He's already dead, so he can't die again. Right? Right? He's just edgy enough to be in Shadowbringers. I said many times playing through Stormblood, I don't know how this can get better, but it keeps fucking getting better. And I've been in this town so far. I haven't gone to find my friends, to see Thancred as a gunbreaker yet, to see Baby Minfilia, who I don't know about yet, but was in the trailer. Y'shtola, Oriange, like, I'm excited for all of them too, very much. I do think my favorite thing about the Shadowbringers so far is the idea of Ardbert Eggy.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Yep. And it was really bright, and I've met a ghost. I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted. And you were rather tired. Should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
I'm glad that's a fucking thing.
Let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
I want to know what the next big summoner ability is going to be. Are they going to give us a third fucking part of the rotation? And go through Bahamut phase, Phoenix phase, then what? Fucking, let's get Alexander phase.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
That's the tower. What's that down there? And that up there, and that over there, and that right there, and over here. Am I gonna stop? What if I summon all the Scions to come fight with me? Knights of the Round, but Scion version. I want to get this map and the map of Eorzea.
You'll find Oriange. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Y'shtola is stationed in the forest. Alas, Neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Twins.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
That does sound like something that Alphino would do.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang.
Alphino then Alize? That's what I was thinking about doing.
They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard.
Please visit Alize for... I'm gonna get both of them today, I think. It's been long. It's so long since I saw Alfie, though. But I want to see. I do want to see both of them. Can I go see Urianger first?
So, will it be Calicia or Armorang? It matters not which.
Each is about 2.5 hours. Okay, I might go over a little bit today.
Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Thancred's the one I want to see the most right now. Because Thancred's the one I have the most questions about. Based on the trailer. I'm not gonna lie. Select a path. I'll do Alice first. You can take both quests now? No. Yeah, I'll do Alice. I'll go. I like doing these one at a time. We'll do Alice and then go do Alphino.